is a class I taught, oh my goodness, it's got to be, I think it was July 2019 originally, in a class in Brentwood, which is a town local to me. And when we're allowed to meet, I do a papercraft class at the library. And this is one of the books that we made. And I don't know whether Sue Cass is here, but Sue came all the way from Derbyshire for this class, which is a long way. It's a long way if you live in the UK, because, you know, a long way for us, I know, isn't a long way if you live in the US or Australia or whatever. But it is. It's a long way for us. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half. It's quite a distance. So you know, that was absolutely brilliant. And if Sue is around, she could maybe put some of the pictures of the books that she's made up in the group, because they're wonderful. She's made train books and all sorts. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah. Yes, David, the good old days when people got to leave their houses. Ain't that the truth? We haven't had... Sue, when was the last time we had our Burntwood class? It's got to be nearly a year, hasn't it? We didn't get the March one in, did we? So it would have been February last year. Oh, that is so depressing. Yeah. And no end in sight yet. Anyway, there we go. Oh, yeah, good on you, Celia. Right, so this is what we're going to make, and it's just a really cute little book. It's only little, and it's got a belly band. And I'm going to give you a tip before we start. Right, I love sequins. I love a little bit of glitter and glitz and stuff. That's Mel's influence for you. If you're going to put a belly band closure on a book, don't put sequins above and below the belly band. There you go. Just a little tip for you. Yes, I have learnt the hard way. This little book, it shuts with just a little belly band. I don't know where my other one is, because I've made a couple of these and I can't find the other one. So this was the original, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's just a belly band, and then it opens up. And you've got space for photos, and I put some you know, just like little words on, and I cut out bits of the paper. The paper that I used here originally was Graphic 45 Sunkissed, and it's got a little pockety thing here with a tag in it, and we're going to make the tags ourselves tonight because these were ready-made ones. And then it's got a little page, and then over this side too, it's got space for a tag. You've got your back page. It's really not big, but it's kind of, you know, a little bit different. And then we've got this bit here where you can, you know, attach things. So very, very simple little book, but I actually really like it. And because we did it so long ago, it's kind of got lost in time. So that's why I thought we could revisit it tonight. There is another reason, which if Sue's here, she will know exactly the reason why I want to do it again. And I'm going to tell you about this because I still think this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. This is my stapler. I love this stapler. This is a long arm stapler. Oh no, it's not, I hear you say. Well, actually it is. It's brilliant. This is the best piece of design I've ever seen in my life. Right? It's just ordinary stapler, but if you move it like that, it becomes a long arm stapler, and you can put, I've stapled these in. So I staple, you can, you know, staple them in, staple things in that way round. So it does become a long arm stapler, because if we stapled them that way, we couldn't staple that in. But if we do it this way, we can. Oh, so cool. I still love that. I still think it's the best thing ever. Anyway, so we'll have a go at making this, and if you haven't got a long arm stapler, don't worry, we'll have a chat about other ways that you can attach it, because we'll be able to sew those in. But I still any opportunity to use that stapler is Amazon, I'm afraid, in case anybody wants to know. So what I need you to do first of all is grab a couple of pieces of just, you know, plain cardstock. I've used a couple of sheets of A4. You can use one piece of 12 by 12, you know, whatever. But just grab your trimmer and grab a couple of pieces of your cardstock. So let me just grab some down here. I was looking for some odds and ends of papers to use, and I thought I'm actually going to use Bloom Street. I've got some Bloom Street left over from the Bloom Street book, and I fancied something that was quite jolly and happy, and colourful and pretty, and that's what I thought I'd use. So I'm just going to use some odds and ends of my Bloom Street tonight. So I'm going to make my book in white, but you know, it's entirely up to you what colour you make it. So what we'll do is we'll cut the whole lot out to start with, and then we can just put the trimmers away until we come to decorate. So for your cover, I want you to cut one at 11 3/4, which if you're in the UK, that's your A4 length, okay, by 4 inches. So if you're in the UK, just grab your sheet of A4 and just cut it at 4 inches like that, okay? So that's 11 3/4 by 4 inches, right? Then I want you to cut a piece that is, we might as well do it this way. We'll skip the belly band a minute, and we'll go for a piece that is 4 by 6 inches, okay? And then we're going to cut our belly band, which is 1. Oh no, that's 2. 1 inch. Well, I say 1 inch. You could do it thicker if you wanted, but I'm going to do mine at 1 inch by 11 inches.
Anne Cuddy has had a message from TPD.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, they came and picked... No, they didn't pick yours up.
Wait, so you're getting it by the 20th?
Yeah. Yes. You should. That's brilliant. That's great news. Good. Good to hear. Right, sorry. Yeah, so we're cutting one at 1 inch by 11 inches. And then finally, we're going to cut one at 10 inches by 4 inches. So all of the international parcels have gone off today, and I'm just it's just fried my brain. I'm not with it at all. So while we're here, what we could do is cut the these tags. I'm not sure what size they are. Let's have a look. 2 by 4 1/4. So we might as well just cut a couple of those while we're here as well. So 2 by 4 1/4.
You want 2 then?
And we want 2 of them. They're only, I mean, I originally just used luggage tags that you can just buy, but we might as well cut them out to match. All right, so put your trimmer to one side for a moment, because we've got all the bits cut that we need. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab your scoreboards. I have absolutely no... Oh. Here's my scoreboard, but I still haven't found my my little boner, no. Which is amazing because it's bright yellow and you'd think would be totally unlosable. But it isn't. I wonder if I've thrown it away.
Probably.
I hope not.
I'm not going in the bin again.
No. Ah, yes, I have. It's here. Right, okay. Right, so we're going to start with that first piece that we cut, which was 11 3/4 by 4 inches. Okay, Yvette, so what I want you to do is I want you to put your piece of paper on your scoreboard with the 11 3/4 inches at the top, okay? So you've got 4 inches down this way and 11 3/4 at the top, right? And we are going to score at 5 inches and at 10 inches. Okay, so just 2 score lines on that, 5 and 10 inches. Yeah, I've just found the yellow thingy, David. I've lost it for ages.
It's been missing for about 3 weeks.
It has, because I've been using my Martha Stewart one, which I also love, but I find that the tool is very, very sharp on it, which is great if I'm going to be scoring something that's really thick, but not so good if I'm a little bit heavy-handed, which I often am. Yeah. Well, that's a sensible place to keep it, Mary. I can't say I blame you for that. Okay, right, so the belly band, which is this long, thin piece, this is 11 inches by 1 inch, and we're going to score on the 11-inch side, which means that we put the 11 inches at the top, okay? So I want you to score at 1/2 inch and at 5/8 of an inch. Now, if you're not sure what 5/8 of an inch is, it's a really narrow piece. So if you're going to score at 1/2 inch, more than likely you'll also be scoring at the next measurement along. It is a bit difficult to see on this one. So I've scored at 1/2 inch, and this is divided by 1/8 of an inch increments. So I've scored at 1/2 inch, which is 4/8 of an inch, and then I've scored at the next one, which is 5/8 of an inch, if that makes sense. So we've got a little bit of a gusset, because it's not a class without a gusset, is it? Yeah. Okay, so now I've done that, I want to score at 5 3/4 inches. I can't see. 5 3/4 inches, and then I've put 5 3/4 and 5 5/8. That's impossible. Hold on. It should be 5 3/4 and 5 7/8 of an inch.
5 3/4.
Yeah. 5 3/4. Yeah, 5 3/4 and 5 7/8. Okay. Then if you grab your first inside piece, which was 6 by 4, I want you to score on the 6-inch side, which means that the 6-inch piece goes at the top. Yes, you get flaps, Ellie. You'll have flaps and gussets and goodness knows what else. I want you to score on the 6-inch side at 1/2 inch, at 3 inches, and 5 1/2 inches. So you've got three score marks. So you've got 1/2 inch at either side, and then a score mark down the middle, essentially. Okay, and then the last piece that we're going to score is the 10-inch by 4-inch piece, and I want you to score on the 10-inch side, which means that the 10 inches goes at the top. I want you to score at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, and 5 1/2 inches. Okay, simples. So you can put your scoreboard away for the moment. Now, the easiest or the best way to make this book is to make sure that our folds are really, really well burnished. So I'm going to use my little bone folder. And what I'm going to do first of all is work on the cover, which was this long piece. So this is 11 3/4 by 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it into the shape of the book. So I'm going to fold up to that score line. Okay, and then fold that one over as well. So that's the shape of our book. Okay, I folded on those score lines, and now I'm going to burnish them really well, because it's really important. The sharper they are, the better our book will sit. Okay, so that is the cover of the book. It's as simple as that. Okay, now these bits inside, we might as well start off dead easy. We're going to fold it in half. Make sure it's straight. Sometimes it isn't. Like that is about as straight as the hind leg of a donkey, as my grandmother would have said. And I'm just going to burnish that. I'm going to take one of these 1/2 inch ones. I'm going to fold on that 1/2 inch one there, and I'm going to fold that over because we're going to glue that down in a minute. That's going to form the pocket for our tag. And then this one,
you're getting complaints about not using your big boner.
I could use my big boner.
Have you got it to hand?
I have got it to hand. I keep my little boner and my big boner in the same place. I'll use my big boner now. Filthy again, look.
So the little one, it's a complex.
Yeah. So the fold on this side, we just need it to be able to move, but we're not actually going to do anything with that because that's how we're going to attach it to the book. Okay, right, hold on a minute. So let me get rid of that. And then we've got this last piece to go in the book, and we're going to do exactly the same with that. So we're going to fold over that 1/2 inch there, burnish that, fold it over again, so we've got a little pocket for our tag, and then we're going to fold this back on itself like that. So we're going to have, when we glue it, we're going to have a little pocket for our tag here, and then we're going to have a page. But I'm just going to make sure that those are burnished really well before I stick anything down, okay?
Rubby rub rub.
Yes. I dread to think what you lot are talking about. I don't even think I'm gonna read. No. So with regard to the belly band, here are the gussets. If you fold on those 2 score marks that we made, like that, and then that folds up like that, you see that we've got a belly band there with a bit of a gusset, which will make it much easier to attach around our book. Okay, right, so glue next.
Have you got some glue, dear?
I have got some glue, dear, thank you, because you gave me some glue in the last class. So what I've got here is this is the little tag pocket that goes here. That's this bit, okay? So as you can see, we've got our flappy bit and we've got the tag pocket. So this is my flappy bit. It needs to be able to move both ways, okay? And this is my pocket, which needs to fold over and glue there. And I haven't at all folded that straight. That is terrible. Never mind, I'll sort that out. Once I decorate it, you won't notice. So what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to listen, is I'm going to put some glue down that flap, but I'm also going to put some glue just in a little bead just along the bottom there, so that when I fold that over, I've enclosed that pocket on 3 sides. Okay, so I've still got my hole up here to put my tag in, but the pocket is enclosed on that side and the bottom, and I've got my flappy bit. Okay, now this one goes this way round in the book, this page. So I've got my flap. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue along that flap there and a little bead along the bottom there, and then fold that up. So I've got a little pocket for my tag. So when I come to put my book together, this will fit in here like that. Okay, and this is going to fit over here like that. But before I actually come to put them together, I think it's going to be a whole lot easier if I base decorate, because you know how I like to do that. So if you want to round the corners of your book, by all means do. I think I will, just to make a change.
Diana thinks she's gone wrong.
How do you think? Why? What's up? Tell me what you've done and I'll tell you whether you've gone wrong or not. You probably haven't. If you've done it the other way round, so your openings are upside down, just put the book upside down when you put it together. All right, what is it that you think you've done, ladies? The 10-inch piece. Okay. Right, this is the 10-inch piece. Right, I'm just going to make this. This isn't wide enough. What was it? 1/2 inch, 3 inches, and 5.5 inches. All right, this isn't the same size, but I'll show you again what to do, okay? You've got your 1/2 inch flap here. You're going to fold that up and burnish it. And then you're going to fold that over so that on that fold, what you've got here is your pocket, okay? Your pocket. Once you've glued it, you're going to glue it down there and along there, okay? So you're going to glue it up to where that score mark is. And then you're going to fold that back on itself. Okay? Does that help? So you're going to glue down there and then across there. So you're going to have your flap and your pocket to put your tag in. But you're folding that back on itself. I've done that the wrong way around. You're going to do it that way round. Shall I start again? Right. Confusing myself now. Right, this is... Right, okay. You've got your flap. So fold that and then fold it that way round. No, that was right.
Now you're confusing me.
Now I'm confusing myself. Yeah, that was right.
On a side note, it's forecast snow for Saturday
Has it?
with a low of -9.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, so you're going to put your glue down there and along the bottom there so that you're going to have that little tag pocket. Okay? Right. Does that help, Diane? So this is that one for me. That's what it'll look like when you've done it, okay? And then I've got that one, which was the other flappy one. And I've got my cover.
Ellie's brain hurts now.
Ellie's brain always hurts. Ellie and I have got a little announcement to make, haven't we, in the next couple of days?
Oh, congratulations.
Right, Diane, let me show you again. Right, this isn't. Imagine that's 10 inches and imagine that's 4 inches, all right? You've got a 1/2 inch score there. You've got a score at 3.5 inches. And you've got a score at... No, you've got a score at 3 inches and a score at 5.5 inches, okay? You're going to put a little bit of glue on there because you're going to fold that underneath. And you're going to put a little bit of glue on there and a little bit of glue down there because that's going to fold round like that to make your pocket. Okay? The cover, Sian, you've got your cover and all you're going to do is fold it like that. All right? Dead simple. And all we're going to do, brilliant, Diane, fantastic. All we're going to do now is we're going to quickly just decorate them up before we come to put all the bits on. So I'm just going to grab my paper and I'm going to use my scraps just to decorate up what I've got. So I've got a bag full of scraps here. I've still got quite a few of the 12 by 12s left, so I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. But I know that when I used, yeah, a lot of these 6 by 8s, which is brilliant size for this. Now, just thinking ahead a bit.
Does it matter how big the folds are on the cover?
Well, they have to be at a certain size, otherwise the insides bit won't fit in. So you've scored on the cover. This is 11.75 inches by 4 inches, and you've scored at 5 and at 10 inches. So that's 5 inches and that's 5 inches. Okay? Because it's going to fold over like that. So that's 5 inches by 4 inches. Okay? So yes, just thinking ahead to Bloom Street 2, which we're going to do as an 8 by 8. I have ordered Paige Taylor Evans's new Wonders collection for the kit, if anybody wants one, because I thought how nice it would be if we used another one of hers for Bloom Street. So now I'm just going to think about what I'm going to do on my cover. Which paper I'm going to use. The trouble with this is that there's too many really, really nice ones.
Sparkly.
I know, I was thinking sparkly should be good, shouldn't it, really? I do like that one as well, though. I might use that one and that one. I hate choosing.
He agrees. Sparkling.
Decisions. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decorate them up now. So I'm going to start on the cover, and I know that that's 4 inches. It's what was it? 4 by 5, wasn't it? So I'm just going to cut that 4 by 5. Let's just make sure that fits on there, which it does, of course. Put that one on the back.
I made a mess with glue in a volcano type incident.
I think probably the less we know, the better.
I think you've been practicing my grip too much.
Yes. So how wide's that? 1.5. Yes.
Oh, she's got it all in a scoreboard.
Oh dear. That is not good. Right. Oh no, I need one for the inside, don't I? Oh no, I'll worry about that in a minute. Right, so where's my cover? If you want to ink your edges by all means. Oh dear, that didn't sound good. Right. Actually, a cup of tea would be really nice.
Yes.
We'll have one when we're done.
We will. And an ice cream.
Yeah. Right. Ooh, throwing things around. Okay. Right, so I'm going to put that one on the back. I'm going to need it to go the same way, which is that way. Look at this paper. So cute.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. It sure is.
Sally asked, did you decide on changing the names for the books or continuing how you...
No, I'm just carrying on making it up as I go along. I think mainly they tend to be named after the paper line. Because the thing is, there's such a mix between named after the paper line and named after a description of what it is. But some of them, you know, are similar. So it's kind of difficult to... If I call them by a description of what they are, they can easily get mixed up. That's my thinking with that. is, isn't it? I don't even like pink either.
No.
Well, something like that.
What about easy, medium or hard rating?
Well, that is... Well, I don't think any of them are really hard, are they?
What's that?
But Kerry has very wonderfully put together a spreadsheet which has got the name of the book, picture of the book, how much paper you need for it, links to the bits, and it's got everything and you could possibly ever need.
Fa-la-la was hard.
Fa-la-la was hard. Okay. Yeah, I can see, I can totally understand why you say that, actually. So once we get this finished, and it's me that's holding it up because I just don't have time to do it, but I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So once that's finished, I think that will help a lot. But I do think that probably the most memorable way is probably by the paper line that I've used.
Yeah.
Even though I do sometimes use something in class, but then again, you've got something like the recipe book collection, which does what it says on the tin. You know, calling that sugar and spice would mean absolutely nothing, would it? Right, so I've just covered my cover. There's a thing, I know. And now I'm going to cover these bits inside as well. I think I'm going to round these edges as well. I don't know where I got this corner rounder from. I've had it forever, but it is a good one. Right.
What's the name of the paper you currently using?
It is Bloom Street by Paige Evans for Pink Paisley. It's a very old collection. It was what I used for the original Bloom Street book. I think you probably still can get it in some places, but this is what I had left over. It is so pretty, and one of the reasons why I've chosen this tonight is because I want to use lots of embellishments on it, and everything that Paige Taylor Evans does coordinates, so it takes all the hard work out of it for me. So I've still got a lot of embellishments left, so I'm going to use those as well. Right, that should do for now. Let's have a look.
Oh no.
So how big are these bits? 4.5 by 4.
Sparkly.
And they're 2.5. Okay. What did you say the other one was? 2.5, isn't it?
Oh, I forgot to put the sizes.
Well, I didn't tell you what they were.
Oh, it's not on my list.
No, because these are decorating sizes. I never tell you what those are. I've forgotten what it is, what that width is. 2.5. what I've got bits wise, rather than cutting up more. Ooh. Oh no, I've cut that middle.
Middle.
I did. See what I've got. And one more.
Jackie asks, what sort of paper trimmer?
My paper trimmer is a Fiskars precision trimmer. I have tried many trimmers in my time, and I have to be brutally honest with you. I'm left-handed and I have no end of trouble with trimmers, and for many years I made my books cutting out with a knife and a ruler, because I couldn't, my left-handed brain would not make me understand how a trimmer, I just couldn't get it. Anyway, then one day, for some reason best known to myself, I picked up, I don't know where the heck it is, oh yeah, I picked up one of these, the ordinary Fiskars trimmer, and I used it upside down, which I didn't even realise I used upside down until my friend Sarah pointed it out to me, and suddenly trimmers made sense to me. I could measure, I could cut, and it made a massive impact on my crafting and speed of my crafting, and I love it. I've got two of these. I've got a slightly smaller one. I think they're the best trimmers ever. There is just one downside, and that is the number of blades that you go through. So this trimmer, the Precision, is a rotary blade trimmer, which means that it's self-sharpening, so I don't have to keep buying blades all the time. Self-sharp. Do you self-sharpen, dear?
Yeah, I'm really sharp.
Yes, you are really sharp. And it's just fantastic. I absolutely love it. Now, there is a downside to this trimmer as well. If you have a look at where it folds out like this, there are no measurements on here. So Mark, being an engineer, has kind of made a workaround for it, so that you can easily measure. And if you go into our OneDrive in the group, there is actually a download that you can print out onto clear acetate, free, with a video of how to fit it to your trimmer, and it makes all the difference, and it makes this, in my opinion, the best trimmer in the world. So yeah, and I will swear by my Fiskars trimmer. Now, disclaimer, I've been on the Fiskars UK design team twice, and that has absolutely nothing to do with my feelings towards the trimmer. I think I've always been really honest about it, and I applied for the design team because I love the trimmer. I love Fiskars tools. I just think they're absolutely amazing.
I'll put the link up to the Amazon, because it's still at that really good price.
Right, yeah, well, in that case, on Amazon at the moment, what is it, about £64?
65.
Yeah, well, they can be over £100, £120. So if you're going to get one, Amazon have got an offer on at the moment. Now, I do use my little one for little measurements. Because I just find it quicker and easier. But yeah, I absolutely love.
Oh, yeah, find the...
If I just cut that out of that bit, oh, what sort of twat am I? I just shouldn't be allowed out. I have to cut another one now. Oh well, never mind. Right.
Diane says, what am I meant to be up to now, please? I've covered the long bits.
Right, yeah, so you've covered your cover. I'm covering the inside bits now. Just got to make sure that when I cover it, I'm covering it the right way round. So my opening is at the top.
Annie has pulled the face and gone, cow.
What?
You said prat.
Well, that's not a bad word. Said much worse than that.
No, you didn't say prat.
Oh, that word. What, fish's reproductive organs word?
Pardon?
That's what it is. It's a real word. That's what it means. Fish's reproductive organs. It so does. I remember that because I can tell you the exact instance. I was about 15 or 16 years old, and it was when Torvill and Dean did Bolero in the Winter Olympics, and they won it, which was probably about, what, 1984. Now you can figure out how old I am. My best friend and I were trying to do Bolero, but not on ice. And she was doing it all wrong, and I called her that word, and my mother explained to me that it wasn't a nice word to call somebody, and made me go and look it up in the dictionary, and I have never ever ever forgotten what it means.
Well, that's not a meaning I've come across.
It is, look it up. It's fish's reproductive organs. I've lost my other bit. Oh, here it is.
Are we talking about the same word?
The TWAT word. Yeah. Look it up. See? This is so educational. Does it have a meaning? I don't know. It means
to hit
idiot.
someone, usually.
Does it? Oh, yeah, no, I've never used it for that purpose.
Well, I can't find that.
It so is.
Well, that's meant for you. I can never find it.
Well, that's true. It's probably right in front of you and you can't see it.
Susan Hagen says hi.
Hello, Susan. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. They're on the top of my head at the moment, which means I'll probably lose them.
She's loving the chit chat.
We're talking about fish's reproductive organs. Oh no, I didn't cut up the wrong bit.
No, I can't find it.
So is.
How you use your papers?
They're gorgeous, aren't they? If you missed out earlier, they're Bloom Street, which is what I made Bloom Street out of, funnily enough. Yep, Taylor Page. These are old ones. I was just saying that when we do the Bloom Street 2, I've ordered the new collection. For the kit. If we get them from America, because everything is being held up at the moment. I've got boxes all over the place. Right, okay, so now I've decorated all of those bits that we've made, apart from the belly band. I'll come back to that in a bit. So I've got my book. This...
A pregnant goldfish is a twit.
Is a twit?
A pregnant goldfish.
Well, I never... I'm going to have to... Oh, that really would have been better. Oh, I should have rounded that bit too. I don't see how I can have done that. And then that bit's going to go there. Or I could turn it round and have that bit there and that bit there. No, it's not going to help. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these in. Now, I'm going to attach with my stapler because my stapler is ace and I just love any excuse to use it. But equally, I'll also show you how to attach them if you haven't got a stapler, a long arm stapler. So, I'm going to attach it by that fold to that fold. If you can see that. I should have, oh, what a mess. I should have rounded that as well, or not rounded that. So now I'm going to put in my,
You're a twit.
I'm a twit. I'm going to put my stapler in. And I'm going to staple that. And then I'm going to move it along and staple it on that side. Two. So now that little bit is stapled into the book like that. Okay? And I'm going to do the same on this side, making sure it's the right way up. But if you haven't got a stapler that's going to fit it, don't worry. I'm going to go over sewing it in. Okay, so that's now stapled in there as well. So that's the book actually put together. Okay, now, if you haven't got a stapler, what are you going to do? Right, here's one I made earlier. Let me just glue that down so we can pretend that that's that long page. And I'm just going to cut, how wide's that? Three and a quarter inches. Okay, so that would be my cover, and then this bit's going to go in there like that. But obviously, if I haven't got a stapler, how am I going to attach it? Well, I'll show you. If you grab yourself a needle and some thread, whether it's waxed thread, whether it's embroidery cotton, it doesn't matter. But what I find the easiest thing to do is to get myself a clip and to clip the pages where they need to go so that they're not moving around. And I'm going to measure where I want to put my stitches. And I'm going to use my pokey tool just to measure, say for instance, every ½ an inch. Well, this is great because that's 3 1/4 inches, but anyway, whatever. And I've made a hole that goes through the spine like that, okay? And all I'm going to do is just take a needle and thread, and I'm going to sew those bits together. So I'm going to start on the outside and I'm going to pull that through, but I'm going to leave myself a bit of a tail. And then I'm just going to do a running stitch. And you can do this all sorts of different ways, the sewing. But I'm just going to do myself a running stitch down that spine of the book there.
Not a saddle stitch.
Not a what?
Saddle stitch.
No. Running stitch.
Okay.
and then back up again.
So it looks like it's
So now I've got these two ends here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it off like that, and then I can do a little bow, or I can just leave it as a knot, whatever, but I can make a bit of a feature of it. Now, if you watched last week when we made the dinky sewn mini, I've got this a bit short to do a bow, but if you watched last week when we did the dinky sewn mini, which I think is here, on this one I sewed this book together down the middle, but what I did was I did one stitch at a time and pulled it through, and then tied each stitch off individually. So there's all sorts of different ways that you can do it that looks cute. But if you haven't got a stapler, that's how you can make your book stick together. Okay, so we've actually sewed that in there like that. Okay, so that's the solution if you haven't got the stapler. Right, now what I need to do is decorate up my book and my belly band. So to make the belly band, I've folded it on the gussets there. I'm just going to glue that like that. It doesn't go all the way up to that fold.
just some.
You've got about 1/8 of an inch left over there. But now I'm going to take a look at all the bits that I've got left over, all the ephemera and stuff. There's all sorts of things left here. And I'm just going to decorate that up. So I can put my photos in if I've got photos. I can put tags and stickers and
More stuff.
cutter parts. I've got all sorts of bits here. I'm sure I had as well some like journaling bits. Now when you're going to decorate up the front, be careful, because obviously you're going to have your belly band that's going to be your closure. So when you're decorating up the front, just be careful, because this is going to slip on and off. Just be careful, and there is some room in it, so you can put quite a bit in this book. Just be careful that you're not putting lots of stuff on here. It's easy. I've used what we call 4 sheet, which is about 230, 240 GSM. Put your decoration on your belly band rather than on the book.
Any word on the place, photo, stamp yet?
No, not at the moment. I'll get some of the other ones made up. That shouldn't take too long. You know, some of the ones like mine, like that one.
Would a gift card fit where you're putting tags?
Oh,
As long as they're tag size, I suppose.
no, I think a gift card, you could make a little pocket here and put a gift card in there. That would work a treat, or even in the back there. That would definitely work. One can put, oh, something for me. I forgot now how wide that was. 5.
Kim asks, Must it be the types of thread you mentioned to sew the book?
No, you could use, I mean, I've used waxed thread because that was just happened to be what I'd already got in my needle. But you can use, I use a lot of embroidery cotton. You can use twine. You could use ribbon if you've got a wide enough...
really thin rope.
Yeah, very thin rope. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that you could use, as long as you can get a needle through.
So it would have to be really, really thin.
You could just use ordinary...
Danny's playing Chesney, Cal. Well,
oh, God.
Distracted for a minute. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look. What have I got here?
Okie dokie, she says. Thank you.
That's all right.
And we got a Marv.
Oh, is Martha here?
In the bin.
Oh, of course she is.
Plastic.
Of course she is.
Fiona asks, do the pockets overlap in the middle slightly?
Mine don't. But it wouldn't matter if they did, because you've got plenty of room on your belly band. I think I'm going to put this on my belly band, but I'm going to mount it on a piece of card just to make it a little bit thicker. And what I might do actually is just cut out some white card to put where I might have popped my photos. So a good size photo for this, I'm guessing, is going to be what, 3x2?
2x3? 3x2?
Yeah, 3x2, something like that. So a quarter of the size of a standard photo. 3x4 would also work, which is half the size. Yeah, I know. Everybody knows I'm not a tidy worker.
If only they could see the floor.
Shh.
If only we could see the floor.
You're not funny.
You can always tell when you've been fussy cutting.
So I've got, oh dear, with those, although these are my tags, aren't they, that I've cut out. We just need to shape the edges. I could have decorated those actually. But these are my tags, and these will just, this is when I find out I've done it upside down. Those will just slot into there. Decorate those up in a bit. And I've got some bits here. Some of these will go in as well, I reckon. I like lots of stuff on my desk. Stop moaning. You are?
I'm describing you to people who aren't watching.
No, you're not. You're moaning.
I don't know.
And then we can just go go ahead and just decorate up things as you want to. So what have I got here? All sorts of bits. A butterfly. Right, let's get some chipboard. I'm going to higher that one up a bit. Elevate it, yes, that's the word.
Lifty uppy.
Because remember, we've got plenty of space in our belly band, so if we want to get a bit dimensional inside, we absolutely can.
Sticky outy.
They have. I think they're all working hard.
I can hear those tongues sticking out.
Ah, mine is.
Oh no, yours always is. Especially when you're asleep.
Thank you, dear. Don't tell everybody my secrets.
Never did
Um,
Yes, I think you're right. They must all be busy decorating.
it's the best bit now, isn't it?
It's all coming together now. You shut the watering can off.
I did.
Sarah Stark says hi everyone.
Hi, Sarah.
Not too long.
What can I put on there? I might put some words on the back here. Right, on a subject of place photo here, Stamps.
Where did you get that from, did you?
I just happen to have it lying around. Put that there. Let's have a think about some decoration. That's too big. Not that I usually care. Huh?
Polo is fast asleep.
I don't blame him.
I'll be there shortly. I'm a toe bunny.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Been a hard week.
It has.
Hard month. Hard year.
Right, if I pop that there, let's see what I can stick underneath it. Decisions, decisions. It is tough.
Says, can I just say, if today's creating had been an interview to prove I could do it, I would have been escorted from the building.
Oh, it's easy, Mel.
I've probably put the glue on the wrong side.
Honestly, you just can't get the staff, can you?
You know what she's
I do.
Jam screen.
Yeah, she does it all the wrong way around.
Wendy's busy stamping.
I'm being indecisive. I don't know. Right, what else can I do?
That's right, isn't it?
What's that?
You said you're being indecisive, I don't know.
Oh, ha ha. Why have I done that? Oh, what an idiot.
Oh.
Now I've lost my stamp. Where's my...
It's in front of you.
Yeah.
Your glue pot.
Where's the other half? Oh no, I'll put it in there already.
Jackie, trimmer all ordered. Now housework this weekend. Yay!
Excellent. Housework's for wimps, isn't it, dear?
Or husbands.
Yeah, all right. Or husbands. Make sure I don't get that over. And I can still slot a photograph underneath there, so I'm being careful about where I'm putting the glue on that.
Michelle asked, Cal, does it matter which card we use off your site? I think the GSM is different.
No, I think the GSM's all the same. And apart from some of the 12 by 12, I have some really thick stuff, but I haven't got it anymore. So it's all the same. It's all 4 sheet, which is
It's about
240 GSM-ish. What will fit? Nothing.
Nothing. I'll put a link up to the card you're using, I think. Just white card sheet, isn't it? The 10 to 20 sheet stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a look at how we are selling the card, and we've managed to buy in so much bulk that we can bring the prices right down. So the more you buy, the cheaper it is.
Yes, we got everything except the palette.
Yeah, we did actually, didn't we?
Yeah, it was on the palette.
But we left that for them.
Yeah.
Because we're nice like that.
Yes. And then wheeled it all the way home.
Anyway, I don't know how much more I'm going to faff with this, because we're going to be here all day if you're just going to watch me faffing.
I can do that, then.
I know you can.
And everyone's concentrating, so they can faff too.
So you can always attach things to this little bit over here. You could attach cutter parts, or you can attach these things, ephemera. But you get the idea anyway. If you can just make a really quick and easy little book. Add some sequins as well, because sequins are cool. And here is my belly band. So obviously I decorate up these, put some pattern paper on. I might add a bit of twine or ribbon just to give it a bit of interest. But you can see how we can just, you know, build up the book and make something that's really cool and interesting. So there you go. That's just a revisit of that one. I think it gets lost because it's such a long time since we made it that you know, people have forgotten about it. So I think it's just a nice, quick and easy book that you can make simply. You can give it away for friends. I love the idea of putting a gift card in it. You can add bits into it. It's just quick and easy and fun to do. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We'll be back next Wednesday to start on the recipe book. And on Friday, we will be in Crafting Together with All Brands to start the Valentine's pop-up book, which should be really cute. Now,
there's something going on Saturday.
No. Is Natalie still here? Hands up if you've been watching the Scrap Lab main page and in the group, where we have been asking the DT to work on a top secret project. They've been using something. And I've shown you stuff from Ellie. And I've shown you stuff from Kerry. And I've shown you stuff from Sarah. Which means we've still got Sue and Adam to go. Unless I've forgotten somebody, which I think I have.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
So, yes, is Nat hit? So, right, Natalie. I'm going to be sending you something because you have got the closest. And I'm going to tell you what it's all about now. And then I'm going to show you what Sue and Adam have done on the page, just so that you get an idea of other ways to use it. Now, if you've ever bought anything from the Scrap Lab, you know that I like to try and put a freebie in if I possibly can, because I think it's a nice way to say thank you to you for purchasing from us. But it's really difficult to find things that I think you're going to be you're going to find a use for. So what we've done, and this will start now, we're going to be putting in your parcels as a thank you a postcard, and we have a selection of 8 at the moment, and I want to talk to you about what's going to happen in the future. But we have a selection of 8 postcards that will be put in free into your parcel as a thank you, 1 per parcel. And I don't know which one you're going to get. It just depends, whichever
Random.
comes out. Totally random. But this is what they are. They are little embellishments for you to cut out and use in your crafting. Now, we've got 4 which are flower shapes, and you can either cut out the flowers and use them as they are. You can shape them. You can do what Kerry did. You can draw round them. I'm going to show you that Adam has cut round them and used them as a stencil. So there are 1,000,001 ways that you can use these flower shapes. So we've got four different flower shapes that you can use. Okay, in any way that you like. You can cut them out, draw around them, and use your own pattern papers. You can use them as they are. You could use them as stencils, all sorts of things. But then we've also got, I've only got 3 because I made one up and I don't know where the other one's gone. But we've got these 4 little clips, clip embellishments that you can cut out. You've seen Kerry add them to her cards, but you can also cut them out and make these really cute little paper clip. Oh, Rizwana's done some as well. That was it, because this was Rizwana's idea. That's why I knew there was somebody important I'd forgotten. That you know, you can cut out and slip onto your mini books or your scrapbooking or whatever. So be prepared that in your parcel you will find a postcard The postcards will all come with a big paper clip, and the flowers will all come with some stamens for you to use if you're going to use them as flowers. So I think this is quite novel. I've not seen this before. But I think that's kind of cute and quite a cool idea, even though I do say so. So that's going to be something that we're doing in the scrap lab. But going forwards, we want to do, there's 8 at the moment, but we want to have a think about what you might find useful. So I know people have said there's some sort of like a conversion system or something written down or something like that that you might like. So when I post about what what these are in the group, I will ask for your thoughts going forwards about what you might like to see. Do you want more, do you want different flower shapes? Do you want some more of these paperclip embellishments? Is there anything else that you want? So anything that will help your crafting easier. Do you want like butterflies to cut out? I don't know. Have a think. If we can fit it on a postcard, we'll get it all designed up, and that's what we'll do. So be prepared from now on that if you've had a scrap lab parcel, not necessarily the kits, because we just get too much into the zone when we do those and forget, but if you've bought from the shop other than kits, then you will be getting one of these randomly in your parcel, and I hope you enjoy them. And then just to finish it off, what we want you to do is upload any pictures into the scrap lab group of what you've made, and there may or may not be, if I remember, a prize every month for our favourites. Okay, brilliant. Thanks, guys. So Natalie, you were so close. So I'm going to send you a set of these just for you, because that was amazingly close. And I'm also going to send a set to Kate as well, because Kate got too close for comfort too. So both of you expect a set of 8 in the post to you as well. So thanks for joining us this evening, and we'll see you all on Friday. Otherwise, back here next Wednesday for the recipe book collection, which is going to be so exciting. All right, guys, lots of love, and we'll see you soon. Bye.